Not raining, it's a beautifully clear sky, and I'm just going to walk around the henge and give you a tour. Well, let's go. Right, there aren't too many people here. Basically, it's to wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy and prosperous New Year from Angelika and myself, and from everybody visiting Stonehenge today. Boxing Day 2021. Okay, I think we're in the clear now, hopefully. Right, so as usual, broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and my website. And that's just a beautiful sight, especially as it's a beautiful day, as I pan around to give you some idea of the countryside around the henge. Now the henge is not on its own. There are burial mounds all around, and behind me is my wonderful partner Angelika, who is looking the other way. Hello! Right. And going over to, now this is the road. People slow down here because they've actually got a view of Stonehenge, so the traffic along this road gets congested during the week, and that's the road that they're actually going to replace with a tunnel. Now the tunnel won't go directly under Stonehenge, thank goodness, because we don't want Stonehenge to subside into a pile of rubble, but it will go within half a mile of Stonehenge. And I think the current state of play is that it's going to go ahead, and the idea is that the road that we're looking at now will just be closed or not as busy. I mean, it's Boxing Day today, but you can see there's a queue of traffic over there, and that's what happens, is you get a queue of traffic on the road on what should be a 5-minute journey. Can turn into a 30-minute journey. Okay, I'm not sure what we caught on camera there, but right, okay. Now all the time that I've been walking along here, the sun has been in my eyes, so I'm going to hopefully turn sideways and give you another view of Stonehenge on Boxing Day. If you are watching this live, thank you, and hopefully in a minute, because Angelika had problems actually driving here because the sun is very strong and it's setting at the moment, and don't know. Okay, so hopefully in a moment we should be able to turn out of the sun, and there you are. Beautiful day at the henge. It's about 10 degrees, which is in this time of winter is quite high. I'm actually going to do a version of this video with not just my voice, but with a music soundtrack. I think it warrants it, and I can now actually see, because the sun in a second will be behind me, I can see people taking photographs. Okay, Saturnalia. The Romans didn't celebrate Christmas until the reign of Constantine the Great. Before that, they celebrated Saturnalia, which started a week before the winter solstice. Okay, now the winter solstice was last week, and it was celebrated here at 4:30 in the morning. And as you can see along the way, you can get an audio tour, and this is Point of Interest 5, and you can listen on the audio. You can either download the app, or you can pick up an audio set from reception, where you actually booking to come to Stonehenge. And the people actually book before coming here, or they just turn up. We just turned up because we're National Trust members, and therefore it is free for us to have access. Just as a note, if you're coming from the USA, entry to Stonehenge is currently $32 and a few cents. Okay, let's go on the other side. Okay, I just want to check back. Yes, I'm just going to go round the bend, as it were, and walk round the inside. Now, we can't actually go into the stone circle. You're only allowed in there on 2 days of the year, summer and winter solstice, say at 4:30 a.m. You're also allowed in if you pay for a special tour, and that gives you access. I'm trying to avoid people taking photographs of them being at Stonehenge. I'm trying to find a way through. I think we're okay in a minute. Oh, right, okay, we're going to turn right in a minute, and to what effectively is a main viewing area. It's the closest we get to Stonehenge, and you can see people already there. But this is a great contrast. When we came in May, it was pouring down. Okay. I was expecting it to be quite wet today, but it's not too bad. And now we're onto the path, which has been laid down to save the grass. Okay. I think I've seen a spot where I can stop. That's if nobody actually gets there first. Okay, but you can see what a glorious day it is out in the sunshine at Stonehenge.
Even up and down. Daddy and everyone up here, didn't we? And Granny and Uncle Mike. Corin, watch out where you're going, dear.
Right, okay. Hopefully. Right. Okay, so this is the end of our journey. This is as close as you can get to the stones, let's say, apart from the 2 days a year. And you can see how this was constructed 4,500 years ago. They're still trying to work out how they got the lintel. I mean, it's a feat of engineering, because we're talking 4,500 years ago. The stones came from Wales and from Marlborough, had to be brought here, not by cart, they were actually rolled here. So quite a considerable feat. Now, beyond the stones you can see a footpath, and that footpath, which people are walking at the moment, that goes down to Dorrington Walls, which is another Neolithic site, and it's close to the river, and that's where the people who built Stonehenge actually camped. Now, looking around the area, we're in the Stonehenge is the centerpiece of Neolithic buildings, but it's not the only one. There are buildings over in the forest over there, When I say buildings, I mean it loosely. But there's evidence of habitation 4,500 years ago. Okay, just a second. From Angelika and I, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye for now.